Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Takes the handoff. It's Gage. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for them.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The give. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Wide open, he makes the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Now from inside the red zone. Steps away to find some room. It's complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
To the ground with the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
On second down, looking again to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gaines. Touchdown, Broncos! What a catch and run for 6.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
7, Iowa State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Cyclones offense will go to work for the first time today. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them, they'll throw screens, they'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Touchdown, Boise State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. He wants to throw it again. He's got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Cyclones will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the returner will be dragged down. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense get.
He lets it fly. Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Going up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Houston went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Cougars always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the move. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like there's always something that happens in the Big 12.
And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Fast motion from the offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Broncos are in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Nice job on defense there against the power play, plugging up the middle of the field, forcing the ball carrier to try to get to the outside, but they used their speed and tackled him for a loss.
Movement here from the tight end. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bates. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got a man. It's Lee.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Wide receiver shows motion. To the air on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll throw one to his right. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sinks it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
No good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
The Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Grab near the marker. It's low. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Cyclones have this offense rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man on the left. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Iowa State! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Boise State ready to send out that offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out, make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Now on the option. Now the toss. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Broncos! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Gringo. Moves. Gaucho.
Snap in the shotgun. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He'll get rid of it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught over the middle. It's Gaines. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And as we get ready to start the 4th quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is having its way offensively, just marching up and down that field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 18 over Louisiana. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gaines. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throwing right. And it's picked off at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
He'll bring it back. It's Bates. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard win.
Touchdown Broncos! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Going up top. It's complete. A huge pickup. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Let's go. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snares it outside. It's low. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really